Abracadabra, my magical boo-boo. This is just a friendly reminder, all right? I don't know where you are, who you are, what your situation is, but this is your friendly reminder that dreams really, truly come true. And sometimes it's going to hit you when you least expect it. Things you manifested as a child that maybe you're not appreciating in the moment materialize before your eyes, step by step, slowly, hour by hour, year by year, until you become the very thing that you dreamed of as a little kid. And I'm just wanting to share my gratitude with my babies today. You know what just struck me? As you know, I am a postmodern sorceress, all-around magical boo. I'm traveling the world. I am living in Paphos, Cyprus, currently the island of the goddess of love, Aphrodite, Venus. And yeah, I'm looking for my own personal Atlantis. I'm on a journey of discovery, on a journey of magic, on a journey to find love as well. And I'll show you, I don't know, like, when I'm going to cut to this, like, maybe now. I'll show you in a second, because I got to move the camera, and it's a little bit tricky, because I'm, here by myself at the beach. But I'm sitting in this little makeshift magical tent, and it's all, like, traveling energy, medieval energy, all of that stuff. And, of course, this island is full of history. And it just struck me, because I got my ups and downs. I'm a magical boo. My other channel is tarot, so I help people all the time. This is my job, love is my business, tarot is my business, traveling the world, ancient history is my business. And I mean that in every possible way. It's like my concern, my business, like Sherlock Holmes, like to know is my, he used to say that, didn't he? Like, knowing things are like, to know is my business. And it just struck me, sitting in this little tent on the beach, people come up to me, they're so friendly because they see me reading my tarot cards. Look at that, gorgeous. They're my OG deck that I got in Argentina when I was living in Argentina. And I'm just sitting in this little makeshift tent at the beach, and people walk up to me, and they're so friendly, and they're like, oh, what are you doing? What is this? It's so cute, especially the girlies, they love that aesthetic. And I just feel so blessed and grateful, and it just struck me that when I was a little girl, especially like a teenager, like I think I was like 12 or 13 when I discovered Loreena Mckennitt. And if you know, you know. If you're a little pagan boo, if you're spiritual, if you're a little starseed, all right, my tent is falling down. If you're a little starseed boo, you know Loreena Mckennitt. If you just enjoy gorgeous music, she does this like it's just, you can't describe it, right? She did a bunch of soundtracks for all these historical movies and fantasy movies. She does Celtic stuff. Her whole family is musical. She's just an icon when it comes to like Celtic-y, pagan-y, goddessy music. She's put so many beautiful songs and poems to the sounds of the goddess, basically. I mean, I don't think she's ever like declared what she is, you know what I mean? But her whole spiel is that for a while, just like me, she traveled the world. She went to Marrakesh, and she wrote a song about it called Marrakesh Night Market. And it's like her whole thing was like she traveled Europe and the Mediterranean, and she traveled those lands and those memories in search of the soul, in search of a deeper connection to these places and spaces. And she traveled as a woman alone in these, sitting on these sands in the desert, sitting by the sea. And it just, like I say, I got my ups and downs. I got a lot of autoimmune issues. I don't have a family because I'm still searching for my high vibrational soulmate, my husband. But I have a family of origin. There's always drama happening, and sometimes it can get a little bit much and heavy, especially for someone who's very sensitive. If magic is your thing, if that's if you identify as a starseed or whatever you identify as, you get my vibe. Things get heavy, and things can feel very challenging and lonely when you're spiritual. And of course, traveling as a woman alone, there's so many challenges and so many things that can go wrong. But it just struck me, and and I didn't even think about it because it's so ingrained in me that this is my archetype. When I was like 13, I discovered Loreena Mckennitt. Actually, one of my teachers, like my literature teacher, showed me Loreena Mckennitt, and I've been obsessed ever since. And she was also like goddess energy, an amazing influence in my life. So it's just like sitting in this little tent. There's like, I mean, this is the energy of Loreena Mckennitt. Like, she's that traveling poo-poo, sitting in tents, you know, doing that ancient stuff, the medieval stuff, the magic, you know, the vibes from Morocco, the vibes from the Mediterranean, the vibes from Greece, like all of it. The Celtic vibes, obviously, but that whole, you know, that whole current of energy. And I always wanted to be like her, and I always wanted to have, like, these are extensions actually, but it doesn't matter, you know what I mean? Like, the girlies know, it doesn't matter. And she has this gorgeous, long, beautiful hair. It's like reddish, it's like red hair, but it's gorgeous, and I always wanted to be like her. I always, you know, wanted to like wear medieval clothes and like go around the world and do magical things. And she was like, if I could like name one of the female archetypes, the women, high vibrational soul women archetypes out there, the goddess archetypes, I'd be like, I want to be like Loreena Mckennitt. And she's so unique in what she does. Check her out if you're not familiar with her. She's just so unique in what she does, because she's not that, you know, typical like, I'm an independent woman, but she's not like, you know, she does her thing, but she does it with grace. Like, she's like a fairy. I don't even know if she's human. I think she might be a fairy. I suspected. All right, suspected. Somebody let me know. Maybe the fairies will let me know. But yeah, I've always been in love with her, and I wanted to be her. And growing up, like, this is my natural hair color, so I had like long hair, but it was like dark, and I like, you know, I was like a fat kid at school, and I got bullied, and I wasn't attractive, you know, in the traditional sense. And I'm just like, one day I'm gonna do what Loreena Mckennitt is doing, and I just realized that I'm literally doing it. And I didn't even know, because, you know, you forget where you came from sometimes. It just becomes a part of your journey, a part of your vibrational DNA, if you like, although I'm not a fan of the term, but it just becomes a part of your spirit. I just realized no matter how many problems we face, if you look back on when you were 13, 12, 11, whatever, yeah, and all the kids that were mean to you, all the mean girls that told you stuff, boys, anyone in between, you might be surprised how much of the fantasy life you're living out today. And this is quite legitimately your dream come true. And the little problems, you know, the little foibles, little things, the douche flutes, you know, the people you meet on the dumpster fire of modern dating, if you got, you know, health stuff like me, if you're struggling with some things all by yourself, if you got to figure out life all by yourself, if you have family issues, family estrangement, crazy ex-narcissist who won't leave you alone, whatever it is, but Bill, you're probably living out a part of the fantasy, the ideal life that your teenage self was just begging the gods for, praying for, asking their angels for. So just a quick reminder. And if you feel like it's not happening yet, let me tell you, it's going to happen very soon. I spent many, many years, you know, struggling, not really being on the correct path. I wasn't sure what I was supposed to be doing. I mean, I knew, but it was like there were so many obstacles in my way. And the minute I just let the current take me, the minute I just let the goddess guide me, the minute I went back to my sorcery archetype, the minute I started doing magic, because I stopped doing it for a long time. I was kind of into it when I was a kid, but my parents were so, like, new agey in a toxic way. I just completely was like, I don't want to be any part of this. You know, they're like one of those people like, I'm okay, you're okay, that's your truth. Yeah, man, everything's gonna be, they're not hippies, it's weird, but you know what I mean. They're just like, oh, did a tragedy strike? Well, you must have chosen that before you came to this earth, so we take no responsibility, you chose us. So anyway, it used to like drive me up the wall. But yeah, so this is my message for you today. I am living this blessed life. I can't believe that I am living this blessed life. And I don't know, I'm probably like gonna cut in the first few minutes and show you the tent from afar, where I'm gonna do it now, just so you see. There's even, I think it's like an album cover of hers. It's like this little tent in the middle of, I think it's like surrounded by snow or sand. I can't remember now. And it kind of looks a little bit like this. It's just like, Boo, you will manifest whatever you are wishing for today. And just know that sometimes it takes time, but if you're on the right path, if you're in the right current of energy, if you're doing the things that are true to you, you will be on the right path and on the right track, and you will live that fantasy life. And it comes with responsibility. It comes with a lot of things. Magic is no joke. Magic is serious business, but it's freaking worth it, Boo. Anyways, tell me your story below. What did you manifest when you were a kid? What are you manifesting today? And what are you doing to speed it up? Because that's one thing I learned, is that my life was like super like slow-mo, you know? And the minute I just stepped into that archetype, that Loreena Mckennitt sorceress archetype, girl with a tent traveling the world, like it just like the whole world just opened up to me and came at me with so many blessings and so many scrumptious things and just pure magic. Blessings to you from the island of the goddess of love. Don't forget to like and subscribe, of course. But it's okay if you don't. But I really appreciate it. I'd like to vlog more about magical things, and I'd like to talk more about my magical life and just share everything with you, because you've shown me so much love over the years, and I'm so grateful for you. I'll see you next time. Stay sparkly, stay gorgeous, stay moisturized, and may the angels protect you.